Cause I'm out here ankle breaking. You know I'm the ankle bully. So don't get your ankles taken.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome, everybody, to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Very happy to be here with Kenny the Jet Smith, and relatively happy to be here with Shaq.
The tallest building in Michigan, the Renaissance Center. Part of the scenery tonight as we come to you live from Detroit. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. Alongside Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, the fourth member of our crew. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. And for the Detroit Pistons, they come into tonight's game after the loss to the Timberwolves. And they took that loss to just 1 point. Those close ones hurt the most.
And the big problem, they got trigger happy. Shot a very low percentage from beyond the arc.
Well, the obvious solve is to go to the basket. I mean, there were some open lanes. They were just unwilling to take advantage of them.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. We've got Kemba Walker, Bogdanovich out there with Mirotic. Then there's Devin Booker, and it's Richardson in at the small forward. Now, here's Westbrook. 20 points for him last game against Minnesota.
Now, don't forget his rebounding work, too. They couldn't contain him on the glass.
3 on the clock. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
You talk about making the engine run. Kemba Walker, he's the man. Lightning quick, stronger than he looks. I mean, this man is a competitor.
Walker with it. He's covered by Westbrook. Now, Booker. He's coming off a 16-point game against another shot. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2. Now the Pistons with it. Barton outside. To the paint. Here's Middleton. A beautiful reverse layup. Middleton's got the first points up on the board tonight here for the Pistons. Charlotte's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. And with Walker, the effort's always there. But, Chris, so is the production.
I mean, he has some of the best handles in the game. He's going to generate offense for you. He's a good bet for 20 or more points a game, 5 to 6 assists, and provides tremendous leadership.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Westbrook against Walker. Right side, Westbrook. Takes it down to Middleton. No good on the triple.
Well, that's the shot they're looking for. A clean three-pointer. Just can't get it to go.
That one goes. Count it.
Nice bucket. There's no question about his skills at the offensive.
For Detroit, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Barton finds Westbrook. Over Bogdanovich. No good off the back of the rim. Richardson against Middleton. Richardson the pass to Mirotic. Outside, Walker. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Detroit with the ball. To the middle. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Booker with no one around. Buries it from three-point range. Booker's got himself going with the triple. His first basket of the game. Middleton outside. The pass to Westbrook. And stolen by Mirotic. Booker against Middleton. A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
And Bogdanovich, a talented scorer, likes getting involved down low.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Looking to end the run. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Detroit shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
19 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Barton against Booker. Barton with some nice D.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Well, that takes physical ability, good timing, those two things that he possesses.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's Charlotte up by 3. And we'll be back right after this. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And when you consider how Charlotte is doing, guys, what do you think?
Just playing suffocating defense. That's been the difference here for them.
And really, for the whole first quarter, they've maintained their intensity. Let's see how long they can sustain it.
Steven Adams is out there with Bagley. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Barton in at the 2 spot. They're the group Detroit will start the second with. You know, for years, the adage has been that C-Web big men take longer to develop than other positions. Does that still ring true today?
I don't think so. I think today the point guard position, because the point guard position is the toughest position in the game. I think when the big men did take the longest to develop, it was because the big man position, the center and power forward, were the toughest, and that's kind of changed. Cat and B didn't take very long to develop. Big men coming to the league, they're more polished now, and I think the fact that the coaches are the coaching, the skill sets now are so much more alike that guys can make an easier adjustment into the game because they've been playing their game and adjusting a lot longer than maybe the players before that had to find a different role once they enter into the pros.
And Middleton kicks to Barton. Bagley with a wide open look. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
Oh, it's a confidence shaker when you can't hit a wide open 3 like that.
Here's Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
And you can sense they're starting to take charge here.
Yeah, and it goes beyond the small lead that they built. They really captured the momentum.
And now the first timeout called here for Detroit. C-Web, the Pistons from 2003 to 2008 with 6 consecutive trips to the Eastern Conference Finals and 1 title. But in the decades since, only 2 playoff appearances and 0 playoff wins.
Well, yeah, think about it. The 2004 title team was led by Joe Dumars, who won championships back-to-back with the Pistons. You need that type of lineage. Think about Boston, Danny Ainge. Think about the Lakers, Magic Johnson. Well, the Pistons need that type of consistency. They need a leader. The Pistons, once again, hoping to find that magic in chemistry.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Bangs home the trifecta.
I love Bogdanovich's ability to put the team first. When he sees one of his guys open, he's a willing ball mover.
Well, I'm surprised he's still out there. I mean, he's been invisible at the offensive end all game long.
To the inside. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Detroit. On Sunday, they'll host the Miami Heat. And then on Monday, they'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert and the Milwaukee Bucks.
And for that matchup with the Mavericks, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
Now here's Barton. Bogdanovich missing his last shot. Barton finds Middleton. Drills it from outside. Middleton's got 5 now.
And they may be leaning a little too heavily on the three-pointer when there are better looks to be had inside.
Well, a crazy year for Dwayne Casey, voted Coach of the Year, but fired by the Raptors after they were swept in the conference semifinals.
Yeah, Kevin, but he lands on his feet in Detroit, and obviously they got a good one. The Raptors steadily improved season after season under his watch. Hopefully the Pistons can do the same.
Now here's Barton. Devin Booker missing his last shot. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Here's a look at the stats for Devin Booker. Last year, getting it done. Last season, he chipped in about 25 per, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Yeah, anytime this club needs a basket, he's their go-to guy. Just an irrepressible, prolific scorer. Not quite airtight defense right there, but his release was a little bit off on the jumper.
Barton surveying the floor. Westbrook, that's his first basket of the game. 1 for 6 and looking for more.
And Westbrook is a terror from the mid-range. Terrific at sticking it to the defense from that spot on the floor.
And it's Walker penetrating. Pass to Booker. Lets it go from deep. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Booker's got 8 points in the quarter.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Barton kicks to Westbrook. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Booker. That one's not going to go. Barton with some nice D. Inside. No good that time. And so it's Charlotte holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets under.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Taking a look at Charlotte. Shaq, let's get your insight on the visiting team.
Well, they really dictated the pace of the game with their transition game. They got out on the break every chance they had, and the time they could push the tempo, they did. And a lot of times it kept the defense scrambling.
That about...
Welcome back, everyone. The lights of Motown reflecting brightly off the Detroit River. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
His points production thus far off the charts. It's only been 2 quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
Yeah, right. I mean, the defense hasn't had an answer for this guy yet. Just too skilled, too driven thus far.
Here's who James Borrego is starting the second half with. Bogdanovich out there with Josh Richardson. Then there's Mirotic, and there's Kemba Walker, and it's Booker in at the shooting guard position. Good on the bucket.
Yeah, Craig, I mean, we see why the score is what it is. They're not playing with enough intensity on D.
Barton kicks to Bagley. Adams outside. No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. Buries the long-range jumper. Westbrook's got 5.
Whether he's attacking the basket or squaring up from long range, Westbrook is always dangerous.
Now here's Walker. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And last season, a bit of a breakout for Mirotic. Saw a huge jump in his production and shot a career best from the floor. Across the board, he was a completely changed player despite what was a turbulent season.
Now here's Booker following the miss by Kemba Walker. 6 to shoot. Outside Mirotic. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Mirotic has got the lead up to 13 now for Charlotte. And with Mirotic, Greg, as you alluded, his year last year had a lot of ups and downs.
You know, he missed a good stretch of the season with that broken jaw from the fight he had with a teammate, and then the trade demands to get out of Chicago shortly after coming back. And despite all this, his defense and rebounding were dramatically improved and really a key contributor on offense.
Martin left side. Back to Westbrook from the arc. Here's Adams. It's rebounded by Charlotte. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up.
And I tell you, Bogdanovich is crafty inside. Knows how to get under the skin of the defense there and forces them to foul.
And so he makes both from the line. Chris, when you're watching how a team is put together, what signals are you looking for that the pieces now are the right ones for that team to be successful?
Yeah, what I look for is balance of talent. Are you heavy loaded at the point guard position? If you have 5 point guards, it's usually not a great balance. But do you have guys that can specialize in their different areas, rebounding, shooting, dribbling, passing? Do you have players that can space the floor that allows you to play the system that you want? Do you have guys that are engaged and have the ego and the pride to want to get stops on the defensive end? So with me, usually I see that it's a balance when you can kind of check off every box that you need to say, yes, we have what we need this season to get where we want to get.
And here's Richardson. Kemba Walker hitting his 3 to go. Mirotic gets the bucket.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
Westbrook against Richardson. Passes to Bagley. From past the arc. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Bagley's got his first 3 points of the game.
Yeah, the rhythm, the timing, an encouraging sign seeing Bagley knock it down there off the catch.
Bogdanovich left side. Booker the pass to Walker. 5 to shoot. Here's Mirotic. Bagley with the rebound. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for Detroit. They trail by 14. Offensive rebound. Adams fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Nice job to get to the rack before the D could get any help in the post.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
Now here's Booker. 13 points in the game. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Over Bagley. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
Yeah, Bogdanovich, a high percentage scorer, an efficient shooter, and he loves that mid-range area.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Charlotte leads by 13. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Bagley is out there with Steven Adams. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then it's Will Barton. And it's Westbrook in at the point. That's the group for Detroit right now. Walker's shot is off. Pistons trail by 13. Barton outside. From downtown. He doesn't hit that one. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. 17 points was their biggest margin. Richardson, no luck. And, well, Detroit shooting about 26% out there. They need to get a better look. Barton outside. In the corner, it's Westbrook. Here's Adams. Makes it off the glass. Adams has got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Pistons.
Nice work to get in position for the rebound and the putback. He has no off switch.
And Booker kicks to Walker. Good D by Westbrook.
He's been off target for the most part, but it hasn't held him back as a unit.
Shots good by Middleton.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Now here is Mirotic. The dish now to Booker. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
Yeah, but here's the problem. They play team ball. So if you pay him too much attention, that just leaves other guys open and it's too difficult of an adjustment to make.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Guys, I was able to listen in on what Dwayne Casey went over with his team. And he tried to pep them up. He said, look, nobody said this was going to be a cakewalk. We knew they weren't going to back down or go away. So if we want this game, we got to take it from them. A lot of fire from Coach during that speech, Kevin.
Middleton dishes to Barton for the three. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Bogdanovich has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Outside, Walker makes no mistake on the open jump shot. And Charlotte leads by 13.
And Walker is what we call thirsty. He's thinking of firing as soon as he gets the rock. Great presence of mind from the point guard.
Now here's Westbrook. Pass to Barton. And Barton throws it down.
And the dunk was nice, Kevin, but the move he made to free himself up was a thing of beauty.
It sure was, Greg. What a savvy play to get into position for that jam. Here's Walker. Back to Booker. We've got 1:08 left here in the fourth quarter. Takes a three. The rebound by Steven Adams. Detroit's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Wasted no time on that one. Middleton's got it back down to within single digits for the Pistons. Now here's Booker. Shoots over Barton. That one wide left. And so it's Barton bringing it up for the Detroit Pistons. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. To the inside. And it's Bagley that time on the assist by Westbrook.
And just easy to see why people are so high on Bagley. His ability to deliver there in the clutch is impressive.
And that's an intentional foul. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Time call here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. They trail by 7. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Devin Booker.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5.
For a player who won a national championship in college and has been outstanding since coming into the NBA, Walker may still rate as one of the game's more underappreciated players.
Barton finds Adams. Here's Bagley. Places one from 3. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
Well, they can breathe easy now thanks to those free throws. They won't have to sweat this one out.
Launches a 3. Kept alive.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
And those second chance points can add up. Charlotte calls timeout. They lead by 3. 1 second left to play in the final quarter. And so they choose to intentionally foul. It's the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second one is good, hitting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game. So it's Charlotte picking up the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was.